Sup, bitch? Yep. Here we go again. So, I designed another Celestials hero, as you can see. Wait, actually, I'm noticing the screen is a little bit bad. Hold on for a second. I think, yeah, that looks a little better. So I designed another Celestials hero. I'm however noticing that the sun is a little bit on my screen right now, so I don't know if it looks too orange for you guys. Because on camera, for me, it looks a bit orange right now, but it won't be a problem. I think you can still see the character. So this right here is Nighteye, and I think he looks absolutely badass. So Nighteye over here is basically like the, how do you say it? In the Celestials universe, he's like the world's best assassin, basically. He kind of reminds me of that G.I. Joe guy, Snake Eyes, but he's a different character. He's not supposed to be like him. He also kind of reminds me of Black Noir from The Boys. Yeah, you can tell the character design looks kind of similar, but he's supposed to be a separate character. So, for his attacks, basically, as you can see, Nighteye looks fierce, and like I said, he's an assassin, so this guy would go on sneak missions. This would revolve around things like breaking in, assassinating someone, killing a bunch of guards or something, and probably a lot of the times he would actually work together with like a squad of other, how do you say it, not really assistants, but like other people with like a similar suit as well. That would help him because it's a little bit hard to, of course, wipe out a bunch of guards all on your own. But he would be able to do things on his own fine as well. But yeah, he would probably work together with other stealthy people as well. And so you could imagine this guy is like the world's best assassin, but he's also one of the best people with knives. If you look closely, you'll see he's wielding a big Italian stiletto, or however you pronounce that. I don't remember. Sorry. So this guy would be really fierce in battle. He would basically, his suit, to summarize it, lets you go invisible, kind of. And he would have to keep himself in motion to stay invisible. So he'd have to kind of keep walking and running around. And he would be able to sneak up to people, and they would notice before it's too late. And then he would be able to stab them and stuff. Pretty basic. How do you say it? The premise is pretty simple. Guy that can go invisible, sneaks up on you, and just stabs you to death. But pretty simple, right? But there's more to it. He also has gadget hands, for example. Well, you don't really see it here, but if you look closely at that hand, you'll see he has like a little... wait. Yeah, now the camera can focus. You'll see he has like a little touchscreen display on his other arm. Because he has high-tech, like, how do you say it? Implants in his hands, kind of like in Cyberpunk, where he has like gadget hands where little gadgets can come out of his fingers. So this guy could do a lot of things, like you would imagine, like James Bond style. He could slice through windows, go with a zipline from the ceiling. He could steal a lot of things, break in easily. He could pick locks. He could get past like eye verification security with all his gadgets. So yeah, this guy would be really dangerous for sneak missions, right? And I'm thinking right now, his the way he would fight with his knife is like he would be very fast. Like he would run up to, like I said, he has to like kind of keep himself in motion to stay invisible. So he'd go invisible, and the way the suit works. So here you can see he has these cool like metal-y shoes. And the way the suit would work is he would be able to kind of make himself go invisible. And how do you say it? It's kind of like Rafe from Dead by Daylight, where you kind of still see a little bit of blur. But the more he moves around, the more invisible he goes. So he would almost go completely invisible if he just keeps moving. And if he stands still, it's more like blurry air, where it's like the air looks a little bit distorted. And so the suit is really high tech. This is a tech character, by the way. And the way he would walk is with his special shoes. He would kind of like glide around. So it's like he would walk, but kind of like he would be elegantly like gliding over the floor. He would go like kind of like that. But he wouldn't have actual roller skates under his feet. He would just kind of walk like this. Like he just kind of like walk a little bit like a snake that's like approaching a bit like that, basically. And then when he would run, he would start like really, yeah, well, I don't have to use my hand for this. You can imagine this guy would start sprinting really fast at you. He could jump up from the ceiling and stab you in the back or something. And his signature move would be to kill someone by slicing their throat almost all the way through, because then they wouldn't be able to scream if their throat is sliced open. So it is like a really deadly assassin, but I'll get into its backstory soon. So, so yeah, his signature way of killing, I just told you, but on top of that, you can imagine he's really aggressive with the knife. He would do a lot of like fancy tricks with his knife to stab your eyes out. He could stab you in the face, chest, stuff like that, slicing you and stuff. Pretty basic, but pretty cool. You could imagine he would also probably have a silencer gun, like a, like the gun with like that extra piece on the front to make it sound silent. And since it'd be high tech, you would hear almost no sound. This is for easy assassination kills, but he would mostly use his knife. And I'm thinking for the rest, he wouldn't really use much else except just those things. He would mainly just use his gadget hands for breaking in. Yeah, and also if you look closely, you'll see he has these glowing eyes. This is actually like a visor on a helmet. And then the two circles around the green eyes are like pieces of extra glass. And then you have the glowing eyes. This is supposed to be like a more modern, sleek-looking night vision visor. But the cool thing is, he would actually be able to turn the glowing eyes off and on whenever he wants to. He can toggle them on or off. And this is just for an extra intimidation factor, because after all, this is kind of like a fantasy, whatever, thingamajiggy. Because like Celestials can be like, the character designs are supposed to be a bit stylish. So basically, if he feels like it, he could turn on the eyes and it would just look really intimidating. Because you could imagine seeing glowing, like night vision colored eyes in the night approaching when he's completely like invisible. But also he would be able to fight in the day as well, because he doesn't require to be night for his suit to work. He could go invisible during the day as well, but he works better during the night, of course. What else do I have to say? Yeah, for attacking, that's pretty much it. Those are his attacks. Oh yeah, also, real quick, go to the link in the description to support me on Patreon. But then for the backstory, this guy's name is Aiden. He's an Italian man who was actually working for the government first, before the Hero Force became the Hero Force, which then he joined because he just felt like it's more exciting than just working for the government. If there's like a whole squad of heroes he can join. And so this guy looks really badass, but he's actually a good guy. He only kills like really bad people. Like, to just give an example, you could imagine this is the kind of guy that would kill Hitler. Like, he wouldn't kill bad people, even though he looks like it. He wouldn't kill good people, even though he looks like it. I'm sorry. So, I'm thinking right now, so he's an Italian man, right? And he also, like, you can kind of tell from the design, he's when he's in a suit equipped and he's ready for battle, he kind of looks like this, almost like, I'm Batman, alpha male, like dark, mysterious guy. But he would be able to like put his visor up, and like when he's not on duty, he's actually a really happy, romantic guy because he has like a wife and a bunch of kids. So it's kind of like a double life, a bit like Batman, because he wouldn't talk much when he's in the suit, because you can see like it's a motorcycle helmet almost. He wouldn't be able to talk much as well, but he would act a lot more nonchalant because he doesn't want to reveal his identity to the public. Just kind of to, how do you say this, so villains wouldn't really know his name, where to find him and stuff. But he would still be like a happy, outgoing guy. Even when he's in the suit, he would still be kind to people. He wouldn't be like an asshole or something. He would just he would kind of remind you of the quiet kid, but with a smile on his face, basically. And so behind the scenes, this guy is actually a really happy person. just like all the other characters in Celestials, but this guy doesn't really show it when he's in the suit, of course. And what else was there to him? I don't think there was much else when it comes to the backstory. So he joined the Hero Force, blah blah blah, and yeah, for the most part, that's about it. You can tell this is just kind of like a cool "I'm Batman" type of person. But then he has like the double life, and he's really happy outside the suit, and he also he's still kind to people, like I said. Okay, so now for analyzing the character design a little bit, because I covered most of the things already, I'm pretty sure. So you can tell it's kind of like he's kind of rocking a full blackout tracksuit, but it's not just a tracksuit, because like I said, it can go invisible, it's like really high tech underneath and stuff, but you don't really see it since my drawing looks so simple. So he's wielding special shoes that block out sound, so he wouldn't make any sound when he's invisible as well. But he has to keep himself in motion, remember? And then he has some leg guards. He has a big package. Then he has like the top part of his tracksuit where you can see like this is the pants, this is the upper part. Oh, the sun is reflecting a little bit, but it's okay since you already get to see the character design properly. Then wait, maybe it's a bit hard to see, but I'll just zoom out a little bit. There, now you can see better. So you can see he has some built-in armor as well on his suit. Then he has these special gloves. Okay, yeah, the camera is really starting to get blurry, so I'll have to make it quick. So he has these gloves that are specially made for wiping off blood. So when he would stab someone with the knife, he would kind of like wipe the knife in his own hands to wipe the blood off, and it wouldn't really stick to the gloves, so it keep it clean and stuff. Then what else does he have? On the other hand, he has a touchscreen display on his other arm, because I said he has implants in his hands, so he would be able to use them like that, but I'm pretty sure he could also just control them without the screen. Maybe that's also for like calling for backup, stuff like helicopters, zip lines. Then he has sort of like a motorcycle helmet almost. Wait, camera's starting to blur. Yeah, okay, now you can see it. I just won't show my fingers on screen so the screen stays sharper. Okay, so then if you look at his helmet, you see he has like this cool visor, and like I said, it's like the two circles. Wait. Yeah, the two circles around the green eyes are like extra pieces of glass, and then he has the green eyes that he can turn off or on whenever he wants to. And then he has his signature Italian stiletto, so his big knife, and then the handwriting that you see on the knife. Maybe now I can show my finger. No, yeah, okay. So the handwriting you see on the knife is actually from another character that I'll make a future video about. He's called Weapon Master, and he's basically like the guy that makes all the weapons and stuff, because he's like really good at it. And this is like a gift from him, because he's also a tech character, and lots of the heroes know each other. Some are even really good friends. And so this is like a gift from Weapon Master. So he has like wait, the camera's really blurry because of the sun. Yeah, there you can see it. It's like a W from weapon. Yeah, you can see there's like a W on the knife with a little signature. That's the W as in like Weapon Master. And for the most part, that's about it. So yeah, I don't think I have much else to tell about this guy. But I just really love talking about him, because I don't know, I'm not really into edgy characters, but I just think he looks really badass. Most of my characters have like a lot of color, but this guy is just like all black, and he looks really. That sounded wrong. And he looks really intimidating. Like now in the suit, like you don't see his face. He just looks, just fierce basically. His eyes don't really look angry, but yeah, if you saw this guy running at you in the dark and he's like almost fully invisible, I think I would shit myself. But it's pretty funny, because like I said, when he's like with his friends and with his wife and he's not wearing a suit, he's just a really happy normal guy, but he can be really fierce in battle. So yeah, that's most of the things I had to say about him. So I hope you liked the video, and see you in the next one. Bye, bitch.